National Retail Federation, the rate of online sales will jump more than 10% this year, nearly tripling the growth rate of all retail sales. But as more people head online for shopping, more scammers and hackers have a chance to steal your personal information and your money. Here with ways to keep your information safe, please welcome back from CMIT Solutions of Seattle Downtown, Jeff Steele. It's good to see you again. So we've broken these down into warnings and reminders. So let's talk about the warnings. Okay. Be wary of websites, online ads, emails offering free or very heavily discounted goods. Why?
Right. So what they're excuse me, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And you're going to see these on Facebook. You're going to see them just ads generally saying, click here for free access to whatever. What they're trying to do is get you to go to their website, and once they're there, then they can potentially inject malicious code onto your computer, or they can potentially get you to click on something there, which would do the same type of thing. So avoid things that look too good to be true. They almost always are too good to be true.
And there are a lot of them, the ones that are like 80% off Ray-Bans or something like that, which is just not happening. And so how long does it take? If you click on it by accident, what should you do?
Well, if you click on it by accident, please, before you start doing any type of shopping, make sure you've got a good antivirus program on your computer, and it's turned on and it's updated. Make sure that your computer system's updated as well, and that's going to be the only way. If you click on something and it downloads malicious code, the only way that to protect yourself is to have good preventative measures in place before you start.
Okay, so make sure your operating system and your antivirus protection is updated.
Your computer's going to be asking you to do updates. Those are almost always security updates. Keep your computers, your phones, your tablets, everything, keep them updated.
Is it good to just put it on automate so that it does it automatically?
That's always a good thing. Some people don't like doing that because you'll come down in the morning and your computer will have been restarted and you'll have lost everything, right? But the way I like to look at it is keep everything closed out at night. And when you come back in the morning, if your computer is updated, then you've not lost anything.
Exactly. Okay. Another warning, be careful when downloading shopping apps. Make sure it's a real one. How do you tell?
Well, if you use the Apple App Store or you use Google Play or you use the Amazon App Store, you're going to be getting vetted applications, right? So those companies spend a good deal of time trying to make sure that the apps that are in their store are legitimate apps and that they're tested and they're not downloading anything that's malicious. It's not a 100% guarantee. Something could happen. Something does happen all the time. But what I tell people is just try to traffic the more common websites like
so
the
if you get an email that says download this app,
here,
just
don't do that.
Don't do that.
What I would do is you can check for it in the App Store, check for it in Google or Amazon, or you can go to the company's website and see what they say about downloading it.
Good idea.
But if you get an email saying download here, don't do that.
Don't do it. Third warning, beware of websites requesting personal information. What would that include?
So if you get a website that's asking you for your social security number or your email address or other personal information like your driver's license number or that type of thing, be very wary. Obviously, if you're going to a website where you're going to be doing shopping, you have to put your credit card in there. When you put your credit card in there, we'll talk, you want to make sure that it's going through a secure connection, so you have to put your credit card in there. But there's absolutely no reason that most of these websites, if you're just buying something, should be asking you for a social security number or your driver's license or anything like that. And another thing I tell people is please don't send that type of information. Credit cards, social security, driver's license, other types of personal identifiable information, don't send them through email. Email is not secure. Unless you're emailing with your doctor and you've got that special website that they make you log on to check your medical information, that's a secure email system. But normal email is not secure. And if you put all of your cool personal information in there, it's going to be gone.
You're done for. Yeah. So if you get something like that where you think it might be from your bank, just don't answer it. Pick up the phone, call them, see if they've actually asked you for this. Okay, reminders, checking a website security. How do you do it?
Right. So you're going to see up at the top, it's going to say HTTPS. The S means secure. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol. S is for secure. If it does not have the S or it does not have a little lock in the URL window where it's got the address, you want to avoid that. Because, because
I did not know that's what the S was for. I just learned something new.
And you can also click on it, and it'll expand out, and it'll tell you. If you're in Safari, as an example, on an Apple computer, it'll just say Facebook.com. But if you click on it, it'll expand out, and it'll say HTTPS://Facebook, etc.
Fantastic. Good to know. You tell us also don't use debit cards online. Why not?
There are relatively strict guidelines about what type of liability you have as a consumer if your credit card is lost or stolen or used fraudulently, and those are nationwide in enforcement. But debit cards, it tends to be between yourself and the bank. And the other thing to remember is that when your credit card is lost or stolen and somebody steals it, then they're using your credit. Whereas if a debit card, it's coming directly out of your account right then and there, and your ability to get that money back is going to be very limited.
Right.
So,
should we be checking with our credit card companies to sort of find out what our protection is if somebody uses our credit card?
yeah, you can certainly reach out to your credit card company. It's probably going to be on their website as to what liability you've got. Sometimes it's $50, sometimes it's $500.
Yeah.
I've had my credit card stolen multiple times. They've covered everything for me. I've not really had to deal with anything.
Most of the time it's really good, and sometimes now you'll even get a phone call. We got a phone call the other day for my husband's credit card because they noticed a lot of shopping at Forever 21, which he was not doing.
The other thing that what I do
so
is...
he says.
So I've got the app, I've got a Visa card and an American Express that I use pretty consistently. I've got the apps for both of those on my phone, and it's set up such that whenever there's a charge on my credit card, whether it be the Visa card or the MasterCard, I get a notice on my phone. So if I see a charge come through that's like, where did that one come from? I'm not making this right now.
So can we sign up for that? Can we call our credit card and say, please text me?
Yeah, you can.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes.
All right. Also, you remind us to be wary of bogus e-cards. They can be malicious.
Right.
So these are like greeting cards and things that you click on and open.
So as I tell people constantly, be very wary of things that you receive that are asking you to click on something or download something, right? And e-cards are no different. I've got a relative who sends e-cards every year. When I get the e-card from her, I know it's safe, so I go to it. If you're getting an e-card from somebody that you don't know, or you're getting an e-card from a company that you've never gotten an e-card from before, and it's asking you to either click a link to go to the e-card or download an attachment to get an e-card, better safe than sorry. I would avoid it. So if you don't, if you don't open the card, you might hurt somebody's feelings because they didn't get your greeting, but you're also going to be completely avoiding any of the risk associated with downloading bad things.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it. Back after this.